Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. Welcome here, my fire family. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you, Leo. So we are going to look at a 9-card draw for you this week, Leo, to find out what's going on in the week ahead. So the readings that you find for me are always going to be for the week ahead. I do not date or time them because whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead, Leo. And let's find out what's going on for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. What's going on for Leo? What's going on for Leo? We've got the 10 of Wands in the near past. We also have the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. There's something here that's weighing heavy on you. I feel like a lot of people depend on you to give them what they need in order for them to have balance. I feel like it weighs heavy on you. I feel like you are somebody who is I want to say independent. You are somebody who's independent, likely single, and takes care of it all by yourself. I feel like you have built yourself to here without the help of anybody, but I feel like you're in a situation here where people, like you have dependents who depend on you. And I think that they depend on you for not only balance in the pentacle world, like a place to live and stability and stuff like that. I think it's not only that they depend on. It almost feels like children. Like I feel like you have dependent children. It could be family, though, family members who depend on you. And I think it weighs heavy on you, my friend. I think it's time to start unloading some of these people who you've been giving to. Because I feel like you are somebody, I mean, I know that about Leo. Leo, you're very kind and loving and giving. And sometimes you will give too much. And I feel like that's what's saying here, that you're the only person who might be bringing in the income. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, but you are single and you're the only person who is supporting the people in your world. So whether that's children or other members of the family or friends, I feel like you are supporting everybody in the household. Yeah. I feel like it's almost as if they feel like by magic you end up transforming nothing into something, Leo. That you are somebody who is always reinventing yourself, always finding a way to make money. No matter what happens to you, Leo, you always find a way to come out of it. You always find money from somewhere. If you lose a job, you find a job. It feels like you are the person that everyone else depends on to carry the stability, and you are manifesting your butt off. That's what it feels like. The magician energy tells me that you know your worth, and you know that you do have all the tools in order to get the things that you need. But I think that the things that you get, you provide to everyone else. I want to say that you don't spend a lot of money on yourself. Like you're probably the person who wears, the same clothing all the time, over and over, and maybe you only have 2 or 3 sets of clothing. But everyone around you is probably adorned, the children, the friends, the family, whoever it is that you're supporting financially. Because I feel like you are supporting people financially here. And it is because you want to see them in balance. And I'm just saying that because there's a Libras in the hand of this person, and we can see that there is Taurus up here. So I feel like you're the one who is giving to everyone else in order for them to be able to have balance. I think you're really good with money. You're someone who's really good with money, good with saving money. You're also someone who I feel that although you give it to other people, that you're really good with saving money. And so that's why you don't buy a lot of new things for you. But if you do, you take super good care of it. And so I feel like this is something that needs to change. I feel like with the Death card here, this is something that needs to change, because I feel like you are somebody who makes decent coin, whatever it is that you do, but you are also somebody who gives it away to everybody. And I think that's something that has to change here. I think that you do it because the 4 of Wands is here. I feel like these are children or members of your family or people that you love a lot, people that you would love to see stable and in this happy, stable home. And it's becoming quite heavy on you, though. I think that it's weighing very heavy on you, that you're the only source of income for a lot of people. So I think you work a lot. We've got the 7 of Wands in the reverse. You need to learn to be more flexible with how you do that, because I feel like for someone who makes so much money, I feel like you don't really get to have a lot of fun with it. that it's almost like it's like a mother's guilt or a father's guilt. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking about, right? That you're the person who, if you're the father, you're the one that makes all the money, pays the mortgage, pays the bills. You're the one who is always giving to everyone else and keeping very little for yourself. You're dispersing it to everyone else. Because the Six of Coins is about reciprocity. But I feel like what you get reciprocally is love. I feel like the people that you overgive to, that those people love you. That's what it feels like here. There is the Death card and the Judgment card tells me that something's got to end or transform, and you've got to make a decision, a really big decision about what's going on here, because I really don't know that you can keep this up for a very long period of time. I feel like it's good, like the way you're doing it right now is good because you need to do it that way. And I feel like something you need to become more flexible with the way things are in your life. It feels like everyone around you sees you as magic. They see you as the magician. And tell Leo, if you need something, tell Leo. Leo's going to make it appear. I feel like you're the person that no matter what, you just put your head down and you keep moving and you get what those people need. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Wands. It's because of who you are. You know what? I feel like I'm speaking to someone who has come from a place where you really didn't have much, or you come from a place where there's trauma. Possibly you come from poverty. It could be that. But the Six of Wands is about, victory after a hard time, after coming from the fight or from the war. And I feel like you've been fighting your own fight, been fighting your own war, I want to say. You are somebody who has, like I said, makes something out of nothing. Always. No matter what, you will always get the victory, Leo, because that's who you are. This is Leo energy, right? And that's who you are. You will always get the victory. You will always be cheering people on. You always have people cheering you on. Like, I feel like, I'm not saying that these people are mooching from you. I think that you give to them willingly. And I feel like they cheer you on while you're doing the things that you're doing. But I really don't think that you can keep up that pace for much longer, my friend. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Something's got to give. Something's got to change. You've got to do something new. Find a new way to deal with all of the people that depend on you. I don't mean deal with the people, but I mean deal with the situation that you've created. You've created a situation of dependency. And if it's children that we're talking about, of course you have, right? Those are dependents. You take care of them. But I'm talking about the other people who probably come to you in times of need, and they probably just could get up and do it themselves. Because when you give them fish, they're only going to eat for a day, right? And when you teach them how to fish, they are going to eat for a lifetime. So I feel that's what it is. I feel like you need to become the teacher and teach others how to change, right? I want to say that there's something really good coming up for you here. Look, we got Victory, the Fool, and the Wheel. It tells me that something is about to change, and change in a very good way. You're about to get victory on some sort of a new chapter that you're about to open, and whether you know that you're going to open this chapter or not, it might be already that's going to happen in the week ahead here. This is the future energy off the bottom of the pile. The Wheel of Fortune, I feel it's turning in a very fortunate way for you, and it's going to put you on a new path that is going to bring you victory. And I feel that something's got to give here, because I don't think that you can keep up this pace for a really long time without really hurting yourself, like without really, I mean, you can only hold up these burdens for so long, right, before they break your back, and that's not what you want to do. Oh, what am I hearing? Hang on. Working too hard can give you a heart attack. You ought to know by now. That's Billy Joel. That's Anthony's song. Yeah, Anthony's song. And if you can't drive with a broken back, well, at least you can polish the fenders. It is about that. It's about working too hard and wasting time working so hard, and you don't get to enjoy any of the things in life that you buy. It's time for you to not only enjoy things, but enjoy moments and people and situations. It's time for you to have some joy, I feel. So this is the energy is for the near past. And so I want to say that, maybe it's something that you've already started thinking about. yeah, I make a lot of money, but it comes in one hand and it goes out the other, right? Because, we've got 6 and 9. What's in the middle? 3. There's not a whole lot left over for you, but everybody's on your team. They're all pushing for you to go out there and make the money. So it feels like something's got to give here. And I think it's household or it's family. So it might be familial, right? So it might be children, mother, father, dad, because I feel like you are single. I don't think that you have a spouse at this point. Tell me about the 4 of Wands here. Well, should we do 4 of Wands? What should we do first, Charlie? I think we should do the 6 of Coins, he says. We should do the 6 of Coins. Who are the dependents? Let's find out what is weighing you down here and why do you keep working so hard? Because I feel like you're the only one who's doing all the work. You are the King of Pentacles, okay? So you could have Earth energy, but you don't have to. Understand that the court cards can be people. Take it as it resonates for you. Maybe this is a person in your life. It feels like if it is a person in your life, it might be your father. Might be a father or a mother who really gave you a really good work ethic. Somebody who taught you, look, your worth is in how hard you work. And so that might be why you're doing it this way. But I feel like you are probably a mother or a father. King of Pentacles is predominantly masculine leaning energy, but also feminine as well. And so I feel like it's almost like you do make a lot of money, or you make a decent amount of money, but you save a lot. And so you give these people, you give them reciprocity whenever they ask. Whenever they ask, you give. And I feel like you put the rest away in the bank. I feel like you're saving for a rainy day here. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like, yeah, this King of Pentacles, it does feel like somebody told you a really long time ago that your worth comes from working really hard, that your worth comes from money or pentacle things or material things. We do have the Hanged Man energy. I think you're trying to look at that from a different perspective, I want to say. And you've been looking at it from a different perspective for a really long time. It does feel like the dependents that you have are probably children, because the King of Pentacles is the person who is the father, right? Or the mother, take it as it resonates. And so I feel like it's family things. So I feel like you might be someone who is a single parent, mother or father, and you are the only breadwinner in the home, and that's why you continue to work. But if you can't drive with a broken back, at least you can polish the fenders. You ought to know by now. Yeah. Okay, tell me about the 4 of Wands, please. Something here is about to change, I think, in the present moment, which would be next week, right? Would be in the week ahead. Something in the middle of week is about to change. I feel like you've been manifesting something. Tell me about the 4 of Wands, please. We've got the 3 of Cups. We've got the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, see, you don't go out or do anything with people. You are the Emperor, so it's all on you, right? It's all on you, whether you're feminine or masculine. You're the person who you're the person who is the absolute. You make all of the decisions, good or bad. You bring in all the finances. You bring the stability. You are the authority. You're the person who rules, right? The home. And so we do have the 3 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands is in the reverse, which tells me that you're not spending any time with other people outside the home, and that you're kind of work, eat, sleep, that you're trying to bring the best that you can, bring as much as you can, make the best decisions that you can for everyone involved, because you're the Emperor, right? And you run the empire. We do have the Devil card. I'm going to say this is a toxic way, and maybe at the beginning it's not, right, Leo? Maybe at the beginning it's not a toxic way, but it becomes toxic because it becomes very heavy, and you don't want to overwork yourself here. I want to say that behind the Devil energy here at the bottom of the deck was the Moon. What you don't see is that it can become toxic if you continue to do it. What are you manifesting here? What's the Magician, please? I want to say you have all the tools. You can do whatever you want. And I mean, please use your discernment here. Whatever you want is up to you. We do have the King of Wands. It's your energy there. We do have the World card. We do have the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're manifesting help, is what I want to say. You're manifesting that people will be on your side, will have your back, will be cooperative and collaborative. I feel like you're feeling super vulnerable right now, I want to say. But also I want to tell you that you do have all of the tools that you need in order to move forward here. That I feel like you really do need to close the door on working so hard or so much. And I know you're probably saying to me, yeah, well, also you don't know my bills. You don't know all of that that's going on. And the truth is I don't, right? But I feel like the World card is telling me you need to close a chapter of being the King of Wands, the person who's always going, chasing the shiny thing, going, right? Stepping forward. I feel like you need to close the door on moving forward and working so hard for everybody else. And like I said, if it's children, it's children, but maybe you've created expectations within the people around you, right? Because we have you in the Hanged Man here, trying to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe you've created the monsters, right? And by giving and giving and giving, I want to say something's got to change here. The Death card. Tell me what this is. What is going to change here for Leo? Got the Sun, got the Ace of Cups, and the Hermit is in reverse. You need to get out more. Yeah, what needs to change here is there needs to be some sort of a breakthrough. Leo, I feel like I'm lecturing you. You notice my tone has changed, right? I feel like I'm lecturing you or giving you a psychology lesson here. I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough at some point in the week ahead that it's time to get out there and meet somebody. It's time for you to, and maybe some of you aren't interested in this part of the reading, and that's okay, right? Maybe you want to click on the X and go look at your moon and your rising. But I feel like it's the universe is telling you here that it's time for you to come out of hermit energy. And hermit energy doesn't necessarily mean that you're sitting at home with the lights off and the blinds drawn in the dark watching TV. That's not what it means. The hermit energy could be that you've just sequestered yourself away from people because you're working so much. Like you don't ever go out and have fun. You don't meet people. I feel like you are longing to have some sort of an emotional connection here. And you do. I think that you have a realization or a breakthrough in the week ahead that tells me that it is time for you to get out of this cycle of worry, scarcity, feeling like you don't have enough, worrying about all of it. It's time for you to get out in the sun. Look, I saw a meme the other day, which made me giggle out loud. It said, Leos are defrosting, right? We're now in Cancer season, right, Leo? So, we're now in Cancer season. Your season comes next. So, right now, Leos are defrosting. And I want to say that the sun is about to come out. And you're about to see this whole situation. Hope you don't feel like I'm lecturing you. But you're about to see this whole situation for what it is. And you're going to figure out that you need to make a really big decision about your abundance and what you're doing with it and who you're giving it to. And it's about time for you to be a little more flexible about what you do with your money and who you give it to, because I feel like you are giving away most of it. And if it's to your children, I get it, but I feel like you need to cut off the friends, tell the family that they need to get up and work, or find another source of income. Tell me what this big decision is here that you're making about your pentacle world, making about your money or your abundance here. We do have the Four of Cups, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Four of Wands. It is a decision about the family, right? 4 and 6 is 10, and I feel like it's, as I was saying, I feel like you're giving your abundance to people who you love, people who you have lots of history with. It could be children, could be family, brothers and sisters, but I feel like this is becoming redundant for you. You're getting, it's like it's too heavy. It's too heavy for you. Go listen to that song, Anthony's song. I'm telling you, it came up for a reason. The Four of Wands is here. I feel like you do it all in the interest of having a stable, happy home, but something here has to change, right? We have the Death card here, which is also here. And so Judgment is the decision is, I need to change what I'm doing in the home. So maybe it's time to start buying less things. So buying less material things. And it's time to make a different decision, because I feel like this will be your victory. I feel like it will be your victory on, this is the new chapter that you're opening, and that you're going to make some sort of a really big change with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to put you on a path that's going to make you happy and passionate, right? Instead of feeling left out in the cold, because I feel like you're being left out in the cold. You're leaving yourself out in the cold, which means I feel like this Hanged Man tells me you're sacrificing yourself. You're sacrificing yourself in order for everyone else to have what they need. But it's time for you to have a victory too, my friend. It's okay for you to have the victory too. All right. Look, they're all cheering you on. This is you, right? So they're all cheering you on for all the work that you've been doing here, but it's time for you. Yeah, I feel like you need to move forward and meet somebody new. Maybe have some sort of romance in your life. I think you've been fighting yourself or holding back. That is the energy of, the Five of Wands is about holding back and not making decisions, beating yourself up about whatever whatever is going on here, but there's some deep changes that need to be made here. And when you do, not only do you love yourself more, but I feel like you are going to end up meeting somebody else, because I think you are single. You don't have to be, of course, because we have the King of Pentacles here twice, and this is the person who's settling down, the father, right? Or the mother. Take it as it resonates for you. I'm going to go for now, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you for being here, and I'll be back because I'm always back. You take care, Leo. Bye-bye.